scene at the HSBC Arena in downtown Buffalo. You would think it's a Saturday night in Vegas. Folks, it's Tuesday Night Fights, your boxing authority. But up here in Western New York, this is how they treat Baby Joe Mesi. Tonight, Robert Davis is the challenger. As the boos roll in from downtown Buffalo's new boxing mecca. A city that was dormant for years in the fight game has come alive in recent years. Buffalo once again giving its attention to their native son. Unbeaten heavyweight Joe Mesi. He's looking to take another step on what has been a long road to success. And to do so, he needs to get by the veteran Robert Davis. Scott Ledoux, the heavyweight division, everybody has been saying that it is absolutely wide open. Lennox Lewis, the champ, Roy Jones, and then a cutie named Chris Bird. For Joe Mesi, can he be somebody that eventually gets into that mix?
You know, it's a question everybody has asked, and I've asked that question around the country myself. So I wanted to find out myself. So I climbed into the ring with him to find out what Joe Mesi had, and this is what I saw. You live here in Buffalo. There's a lot of pressure on you. Tonight, that house will be full. They'll be looking for you to go out there and destroy a guy.
I had the experience now. I fought in my hometown several times as a pro. Drew in some big crowds. You can't let the crowd take you out of your game. And they're excited. They want to see knockouts. But I'm not there to get a first or second round knockout. If it comes, it comes. I'm there to look good and box and put a good show on for the fans.
Where are you at right now in your career as far as A, B, C? Where are you?
I go according to the rankings. They got me around number 10, number 12, and I think that's pretty legit. I think this will be great testing against Robert Davis. And once we get through Robert Davis, we're going to make another move, whether it's Mike Tyson, Rockman, two of those guys like that, John Reed. I hope so. I hope those fall in my lap because those are the fights I'm looking for after this.
When you get the critics saying to you, you haven't fought enough good opponents, what do you say to that?
I tell them that, once again, the start of boxing late. Be patient with me. Enjoy my career as it's unfolding. And it is unfolding successfully. I'm one of the only unbeaten heavyweights left out there. A lot of the other guys were rushed, and you can see why. I wasn't rushed. We were moved strategically. And now I think I'm ready to enter those top 10 competitors.
What do you tell yourself when you get up in the morning to go do your road work?
I ask myself one question every time. What else could I possibly have done to prepare myself for this fight, for this night? So far, my question has been nothing. I worked very, very hard. I think I'm one of the hardest working heavyweights out there. That's why I'm going to be successful.
Joe has a tremendous work ethic. As a strength coach's dream is someone who wants to do the things that you have been doing. And Joe is perfect for that. And what I found the difference with Joe and a lot of those athletes is simply the fact that he wants to be here. He wants to get himself as best as he can possibly be.
You are considered a white hope. I know what that's like. Back in the day, I was called a white hope, and my answer then was I was white and I was hoping. And that's all I could do. How do you feel about that kind of pressure?
As far as being a white hope, I want to be heavyweight champion of the world, of everybody. I'm not a boxing because I'm white, because I'm different from anybody else. I just want to be heavyweight champion of the world, just like everybody else does in the sport.
So you are still sparring nowadays.
Still working out, still getting hit, and still hitting back.
All right, Scott, there has been major criticism as to the management of Joe Mesi, and it's starting to hit home here in Buffalo. Is Robert Davis the right fighter at the right time, or did he need to step up a level long ago?
I think that they wanted him to step up a little higher. They couldn't find the right guy, so they didn't do it. But I think this is a good challenge for him tonight. I think Robert Davis is going to come out, and he's very confident this week. I think he's going to come out and do a good job, and we're going to see Baby Joe.
All right, here's a closer look at Robert Davis in our Fighter Focus. And Davis is a fighter who also started his career undefeated. But it's been a much different story in recent years still, not necessarily buying the Mesi hope.
game on. I'm just going to be another fighter, another level up, and he's chosen me to take that next step up, and I don't think he's going to be ready for me, though. So to the people to think that I'm just another opponent, well, let him come out to the fight and see.
All right, Robert Davis ready to go. He's from Akron, Ohio, where this week he will celebrate as his nephew LeBron James will cash in as the NBA's top draft pick. That's great. And unlike his bloodline, this star does have some losses on his leg. 28-5, 15 knockouts. His recent work includes a TKO loss of Michael Grant. Robert 6-5 in his last 11 fights. In the blue corner, wearing blue trunks, weighing 230.5 pounds. He is undefeated in 25 professional bouts, 23 wins by knockout from Tonawanda, New York. Here is Baby Joe Mesi.
Robert Davis does know he's out of town.
Robert Davis has been in the ring for over 10 minutes already. I don't know if this is psychological warfare or if there is something going on in the dressing room of Joe Mesi.
Could be a little gamemanship going on here.
Lord knows they need no more drama than what they have built up with the hype through the years here in Buffalo. But that's exactly what they're doing, giving the locals one big tease. A huge crowd here at the HSBC Arena anticipating Baby Joe. And looks like he's coming from behind the white tarp. The show you are watching right now is the exaggerated, inexorable quest of Joe Mesi to enter the ring. It's an epic at the HSBC Arena. As slow as his pro career has gone so far, is his entrance to the ring. Well, Scott Ledoux, if this is the final of what the critics have said are too easy of tests for Joe Mesi, they're making this graduation a worthy celebration.
Yeah, they are. And they're trying, this crowd is really in the house for Joe tonight. And they're very supportive, and that's a wonderful thing. And Joe is working the crowd up because he needs that support. He needs that adrenaline rush himself.
Many call him Buffalo's third pro sports franchise. The 29-year-old Joe Mesi gives up a couple inches to Davis, weighing at 230 pounds. Here's Hubert Earl, your referee, scheduled for 12 rounds. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Just one person. Okay, gentlemen, I went over the rules and gentlemen. Any questions? Have a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Shake hands, bell rings, come on fighting. Let's go, Clarence. Robert Davis. Ready for Joe Mesi. And after that long grand entrance, Scott, I think Mesi looks a little dry.
That's a lot of pressure to put on this young guy. A lot of pressure. Robert Davis coming forward, trying to walk him down.
Spent some time with Joe Mesi. He told us that a good night is anything that results in a win. He just wants to keep everything on course. First round knockouts. Davis 8, Mesi 6 in her career.
Joe came in low that time and threw a right hand over the top. Davis has got to keep those the hands up high.
Scott, getting back to that point about the way they view this night, do you see this as a just win night or a night in which he needs to go out there and really show us something special?
I think he has to win and he has to be spectacular doing it.
Short right hand set up by the left.
Not a lot of power in those punches at this point.
There's a right hand that hurts Davis.
Great right hand. Dropped that left hand and he dropped that right hand right in.
There's another big right hand, and that's it.
That's it. Left hook right hand. Left hook right hand. Right on the money. All the work he's been putting in has paid off for him, and he made a spectacular move tonight.
Joe Mesi, 120 of the first round. His 24th career knockout. Mesi threw 8 punches in that first round. All 8 were power connects. And boy, that last combination was just devastating, Scott. Here's the first knockdown.
And the combination, right hand, right on the jaw. Caught him on the inside twice with right hands, and caught him on the way down. Davis got it back up. Joe walked into a left hook right hand, right on the money. He brought him in with that left hook, brought that left hook around, brought him right into that right hand. Watch, he'll pull him right into that right hand. Referee stepped right in and stopped that immediately. Caught a great right hand there.
You know, Scott, we were visiting with Hasim Rahman earlier, and that left hook that guided in and brought him into that right hand was a duplicate of the left-right that Lennox Lewis put on Rahman in their rematch.
Exactly. You got to hold him in with that left hook and then fire the right hand. Makes him move their head over, and it's right there for your right hand.
All right, we just got done talking about it before he scored the first knockdown. He said it was a just-win situation, but if the knockout came, then that's great. We were saying, you know what, it's got to be more than that. It was much much more than that.
Much more than that. He showed himself tonight, showed himself when he has power, and he made a big, spectacular close.
We will take a break, but when we come back, we will hear from Baby Joe. Buffalo's third pro sports franchise is still unbeaten. Baby Joe goes to 26-0 with 24 knockouts. We will hear from him when we come back. Center, where the crowd is rocking on Tuesday night fights because their hometown heavyweight did exactly what they wanted him to do. Joe Mesi steps in and just annihilates Robert Davis. He's now 26-0 with 24 knockouts. 2 knockdowns scored in that first round. A big left-right combination knockout win, 120 of the first round. Mesi now 26-0, 24 knockouts in what many feel is the last of what critics have called easy steps for him. Many of the locals feel it's time to step up, and folks, it may just be that Joe Mesi's ready to make that move in what is the wide-open heavyweight division.
How you feeling, Joe?
Let's head up to the ring that Scott would do with Baby Joe Mesi.
I'll tell you something, Joe, it's pretty exciting. How about you?
I'm very excited, I'm very excited. I'm very confident. I knew I was going to win easy. I'm too hard of a worker. I may not be the best, most talented heavyweight out there, but I am the hardest working heavyweight out there. You can guarantee that. Now I'm the top 10, and I'm a force to be reckoned with.
Well, I'll tell you something. They always say the harder you work, the luckier you get. Tonight, you came out tonight. Were you expecting to go out there, try and knock him out early?
You want to know something? Not really. Not really. I know that he's kind of a little weak early, and he strengthens later in this fight. I've been watching Robert for years. I thought maybe I'd have a little opportunity early to try to test him. I didn't even get all I got,
What's next, though? Are you thinking you're going to move into the top 10 and fight a top 10 fighter?
Well, I'm into the top 10 now. I'm legitimately one of the best 10 heavyweights in the world. I'm hoping for the big fights. I want to fight Holyfield, Rockman, and all those other guys, and the champ, Lewis. I started the sport late, I matured late, and I'm hoping now, I know now is my time, and I'm hoping to get those opportunities.
Rockman's here at ringside tonight. He said he'll take the fight if you can get him.
I would love that fight. Rockman and I have a history in the amateurs. He's a great guy. I'd love the opportunity to fight him and Evander as well.
I'll tell you what, if that's the kind of fight you're looking for, then these fans can quiet down, quit their complaining.
I hope they do. These are the wonderful fans that support me. They don't care who I'm fighting and when I'm fighting. They're always here. There's a few people, a few critics. They're going to criticize you always. I'm very level-headed. I don't let that distract me, and I appreciate the fan support.
I'll tell you, the fans here were unbelievable tonight. I haven't seen anything like it for a lot of years. It's fun to see a crowd like this. How do you get them into this house like this, get them so fired up for you, Joe?
You want to know something? We got the greatest people in Western New York. It's a great place to live. The greatest fans. We got the Buffalo Bills, Buffalo Sabres, Buffalo Bisons. The people of Buffalo love their sports, and they love Joe Mesi.
Joe Mesi wins tonight big. Is what he wanted to do, is what the people want him to do, and we got it tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Joe. And the night of heavyweights continues ringside. Joe Tessitore now joined by the real deal, Evander Holyfield. Holy, good to be with you. Heard your name just mentioned right there from Joe Mesi, calling out a lot of characters right there. First off, though, you made news today, signing a deal and announcing a deal that you will fight James Toney on October 4th. Congratulations on getting the fight made. Tell us about it.
Well, one thing I was looking to take in, I was hoping to I guess the most important thing now is just the fight somebody, James Toney.
You know what, Holy? I think these are a better fit. How about we go with these? We have some technical issues. Here you go. We'll get them on real quick for you. October 4th, you're going to be fighting James Toney. The fight was made, and you were telling us about making that fight.
Well, it was hard to get the fight made with Roy Jones, and the fight didn't come through. So James Toney is the guy that wanted to fight, and it should be a good fight, and we look forward to putting a good show.
What happened with the situation with Roy Jones? There's been a lot of talk that what they offered you was an absolute insult, that Roy was going to make $24 million, you were going to make $8 million. What's the truth behind the negotiations with Roy Jones?
Well, the truth is, it's not Roy Jones. it's not how much money Roy Jones makes, it's how much money the promoter is going to make. The promoter was making more money than I would make, so it didn't make sense to fight.
Dan, here's what I want to know. You've been saying for years now, in what is the autumn and early winter of your career, that you have only one goal, and that is to regain the heavyweight championship of the world. Why then James Toney?
Well, because for one reason, my goal is to be the undisputed champion. That's to get all three belts. And the reason why I'm fighting James Toney, because James Toney is the opponent that will fight me. Roy Jones is tied up with Don King. Chris Bird is tied up with Don King. And Lennox Lewis don't want to fight me, so I have to wait for my turn. And whenever my turn comes, I will be ready.
As the soap opera of the heavyweight division then elongates itself, how does this play out for you to realistically accomplish that goal?
The reason why it would happen for me is because it's all about money. People want to make money. I'm one of the high drawing rate sports on television pay-per-view person. To make big money, I'm the person that they're going to have to come to because I'm the one that brings a lot of people to the television.
It's a good thing. People are finally talking about the heavyweight division the way they should. Quickly, I'd love to get your thoughts on Lennox Lewis, Diddley Klitschko this past Saturday.
Well, I thought there was a great fight. Lennox Lewis did fight the type of fight he usually fight, which turned out to be a very exciting fight for the fans. The fans are not into what we would call technical fight, the jab, two punches. The fans like to see the big heavyweights slug it out. And both of them guys went out there and slugged out. They fought 6 hard rounds, and they put the excitement back into heavyweight boxing. So everybody now looking for a rematch with them two big guys fight.
Evander, thank you. It's always good to be with you. One of the true legends of the game and a true professional fighter that makes fights. Congratulations. October 4th, it's a done deal. Evander, the real deal, Holyfield against James Toney. We have much more Tuesday Night Fight ahead. Plus,